What's up, everybody? It is I, Spectacular Beanboy here, or S&D Days, or Chase, whatever the flip you want to call me. It technically was supposed to be a Kingdom Hearts stream. Whoa, here, so it's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts will hopefully be played tomorrow. I don't know, sure. I'm kind of just doing bullshit right now. Look here. Never mind. It's a pimple, and I just popped it. Amazing. But yeah. Oh, no, I didn't do that. But we are on the final bits. Oh my gosh, as you can tell, I'm not too bad. Okay. Works. We left off start of the next chapter. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Chapter 6. We there now, yo. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. I gotta talk to Kyoko. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room.
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with Monokuma's design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes! It opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally! We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you say that, I'm kind of getting nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride!
Indeed.
Detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
Kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains. Before I came here, when looking up info about school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is it because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? You wouldn't have so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. Ooh,
However,
there's something I want to say to him, though. What?
I.
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So.
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in a line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. Young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
That's true, and I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I had gone with him, I never would have the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked. She said that what she might be feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, he was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
There is one thing I can never forgive. Really?
so.
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. The shadows have been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him in my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, they just cut him off like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not heart or soul. I was shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't really say exactly we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. Would have never gotten out if it weren't for you. No thanks necessary. I was returning the favor. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you. Too. You helped me, so they might.
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Well, let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's any problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
We try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we find out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't.
because
The mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
We can talk to Monokuma. We can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly and he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiation. Super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Why would he be in the gym? Couldn't we just call him over? Monokuma. Go to the gym, man. Little off topic, but me and my family, we went to this one spot. It was like, it was like some fried place. Oh my god.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I
But
don't
Mikado's supposed to be
believe
dead.
it.
What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
The guilty party is exposed during the class trial. They alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
You're making
So
me
now I gotta
angry.
punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Right.
Whatever you feel you have to.
What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
now.
You execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blacken and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
In response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blacken and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego! You never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto.
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
What is this? A comedy routine? To be such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only one absolute truth.
Boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would have never came to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
You're trying to execute Makoto now. Everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because of what we said exactly, right?
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Oh, Makoto getting rage bait. If you want to earn our despair, if you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have
then
to
I
do.
suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
Do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Harry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed. We have another shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is a long awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer's barely a fitting in.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that you've been buried here.
All of the mysteries?
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
Then
myself.
that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
Than what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's air it all. If you can claw your way onto the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're all excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we uncovered the last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And a true statement? Let's hold up. Let's go back to what'd you say? What'd you say? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? No exception then. It's part of the regulations. Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough pause. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the one people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he get so quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm
Done
really
talking!
angry.
I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Hey, going just. Really gonna let me go?
I don't care anymore. You're all gonna get punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Kodo. Let's go. Okay. Little laugh guy. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away, and just like that, we were out of the gym. Could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is just ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept it. Huh?
because
It's all because of the one moment that I said the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it when the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hacked into the airway to the broadcaster school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet, somehow the mastermind was still able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost of us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would
The
seem.
mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So, the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and then show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
For those who represent hope, to kill each other would sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's the goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation come from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast the killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't let a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. They made me out to be a killer. But even then, that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also wasn't the killer. Okay. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the outside world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance, because you'd believe in me. Another path opened up. Still, I couldn't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Holy yacht fest, oh my gosh. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just reasoning, essentially. I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell. You weren't nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, Presenting a stronger demeanor is fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed up my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't just relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind. It'll cost us all our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we win this final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? I got you. Who's still alive? Is he inside?
Hey,
Come on, we need to keep looking. Is she inside?
hey,
Looking. Hero's room's over here, yeah.
hey,
At the dining hall, maybe? We were greeted with type shit, Monokuma. You again. Is he broken?
whew,
Suppose the emotional instability reached his limit. The heck?
however,
That was all. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
What's up?
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Shut your ass up.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Nah. Everyone's there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
Ah!
It's Makoto's. He smells like wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
And everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay if he catches you? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
Related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
Wait, what? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap, contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blacken, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blacken is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. Hey yo, what is up, Balloon Titan? When you said, now it's the masterminds that got ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
Kyoko the goat saving our ass? Real shit. It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? Oh. My fault, yeah. But there's more to that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time. We still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed that already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate
Hey,
you.
who said you could agree to the terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Byakuya. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say.
but
Shut up. But figuring out the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school mysteries? Pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial's different. We know our enemy now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
Can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Why not, Quinn? You can't agree, why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Still, Monokumas gave us that last hint of his.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So in other words,
Mastermind really is one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says. Then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro. There's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you got 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people, we started out with only ones still alive are the people standing here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying one of the masterminds is us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that's true yet. Monokuma might have just told all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. You would have noticed someone sneaking off at that many times.
I'm right?
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all his dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they distracted the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very nice of him to unlock all the rooms. Using big words for no reason. The time of talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I've no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the room and everybody cheered. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Byakuya, the rest of you are all like coffee with cream, without the cream, or coffee. It's totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out in the dining hall. Now she's gone. Well, and you're gonna go by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Just leaves Makoto, Hina, and I.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power and find out the mastermind's identity. Got a 20% chance? Hiro left the dining hall. Was really going off by themselves? What about you, Hina? Guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
It's not that I don't trust everyone, you know.
I mean,
Haven't really been all that useful. Dependent on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto? Really nice of you to say.
but,
Still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured, at least they're here at the end. Maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and find it all on my own. See you later. Ina was surprisingly in high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, just us two.
Indeed.
So you gonna carry me? Please? So you're gonna go off on your own, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So,
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. During our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. And then can we get back together and share what we found? Yoko, don't leave. Real shit. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny of this school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto,
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko is gone, leaving only me. I don't have any time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. You can look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. The victim identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. They'd been stabbed a single time. The knife went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should we start my investigation to further out who the killers? They were locked up until now. Headmaster room, the biolab, and the door of the data center with Monokuma's face on it. At that rate, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Garden and the dojo. Time to get started. But let's get to investigating, y'all. Let's start off with this. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Golly. This is the second floor of the dorms? This does not seem structurally sound, y'all. Looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Just a big pile of rubble. This is kind of useless. Eye for an eye. Nothing. This bathroom is high ass quality. The fucking Bucky's bathroom, if anything. I'm not gonna give a fuck about the eye. Giraffe. You like giraffe. Room was filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Can't imagine any way to get in this locker open. I can even try bothering. Nope, locked. Car reader installed on the door. Locker up. They're all fairly similar to the car readers from the locker room on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open. So does that mean? Let's just give it a try. Use your handbook and then no luck. Locker owners can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay. I'm gonna check all of this because there has to be something on the second floor. That we can use. Or that's just not true. Get really sad. Okay, no, we can't open none of these. That sucks. That freaking sucks. Place look fancy. Yo, why don't we get rooms like this? Adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Ah, that's why. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Right? Oh, that's a secret.
It would seem.
This last looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. DC has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
Not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. Group is resemble for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst spots of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however.
And then that's not all. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful. I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
Good outlook you have. There was something. Yoko looks almost meek right now. Something I probably shouldn't bother. There's a strange gap in this wall. Sign, mistake, or a construction defect or something?
So,
Not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Does that mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Call it a trick. That controls it. The right password and the door should right up.
However,
Like B. And or numbers. We really can't go from there. Go on.
it's true.
Everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time is wasted on this. That was he must meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for her there's more to it than that. But we need to figure out the password. Kyoko figure out? No way I could stand a chance. There might be could be. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talks about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
Not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. No, I'm glad I thought I've tried Kyoko's name. But if it's not that, then that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
Worried about me, Makoto? Don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. Here's nothing. And face the computer monitor. Let me just type out the password here. Yoko Kirigiri. What? That did it. Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko? She disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. One of my friends is about to get into a fight. Poor girl going through it, real shit. Might as well not even been in the room. Her gaze fixated on one thing only. Present? Wrapped in a cupboard with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'd better check out this. Oh, okay, well. Walk me then, huh? There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. We open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it. I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
It would seem...
It is what I think it is. Very least. It's not something you'll be happy to see. How do you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Don't scream or anything, okay? What do you mean? Don't scream. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by step, I approach the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... This was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. What the fuck? Last thing I expected in a bright, joyful box. And who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Clint, how the fuck you know there was bones in the box? How did you know that? I mean, there are bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Your father got packed up, twin? Oh, junk. You could say he had nobody to go with. I'm sorry. The same man that she's been searching for? Hold on. How could you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, the only possible answer. Yeah, what Alter Ego was saying about it. Yeah.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but ain't enough buns. Here's a hint.
16 participants. Where are those 16? Okay, we've already read that 4 times now. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. You put those ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
was in this school, but he was also dead. That was my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was trying to seem calm. But she said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she cut all ties. But what's that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to return to Hope's Peak, I revealed myself to the school. I did that knowing it was something a true Kiryu detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but Kyoko's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. I opened all the desk drawers to look inside. I went through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, this is the handbook, right? Labeled on it, it says, in case of emergency. Emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
With no limitations. Given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. Oh, we can go back to the locker room now. Bet.
It would seem...
It might prove useful to continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko,
I...
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. And I guess I'll take it. Yeah. Oh, we got picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh, junk.
Why would you...
Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of my past. And yet... to find something like this? What do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. Picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
I wanted to face him all this, tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. The whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even stole the opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? You got it, Twin. What you need?
so...
We're supposed to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? Yeah, I got you.
correct.
For a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
My
second.
emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationships you had with your dad. You were only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see you again someday. Is that what you're gonna say? Oh shoot. If you say so. If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened when I went through.
I...
You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return the investigation immediately. But please, just give me some time to myself. You got it. I understand. Talk to you later. been complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. I know what happened to the headmaster. No doubt about the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead.
One leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that somewhere in the school right now.
We were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. It means the mastermind's true identity is one of the 16 students. Okay, I'm not reading that again. Is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still alive are me, Byakuya, Yasuhiro, Toko, Hina, Kyoko. Those 6 people are still alive. There are no questions. Wait, no, that can't be. Refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. It just has to be. Someone got body. Oh, okay. Really? Let's see what they got inside. Locker was totally disorganized. Where belongs to probably has the organization problems every part of their life. Notebooks stacked in no particular order. Dust everywhere. Do a lot of studying. Not that I can talk. Yasuhiro? What? Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro. Book also contain a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Would mean contain classes. That can't be possible. Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all stuck into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. But what is this notebook? Fuck. The fuck? What's in this one then? Okay. It's gotta be Byakuya, as if this is each of the people's. So I can't say for sure who it is. Spaced out even. Measuring them. Very meticulous. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students in communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. So happens the headmaster and my father, who was willing to give me some more details. Oh, this is Kyoko. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, It's not an exaggeration to call us the final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you will be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. Usual, he made a selfish decision without consoling anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. Well, we know who that is. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. Doing this locker. Yeah. And direct. Okay, we didn't have to. Oh, okay. What does it all mean? Don't get me wrong. That much faster? Looked at it. Unlike the rest of the pocketbook writing, it was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? Can any of this make sense? The more I see it, less it makes sense. These lockers, they mean something. They belong to a previous student here, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are the things in this locker that look like they belong to people here? Notebooks seem to belong to heroes. Kyoko. Keep moving the investigation. Oh, that means we just gonna fucking look at all of these. Yasuhiro. Okay, that was it. Yoko still needs her space. I gotta recognize that. I thought you would have to go like all the way around. Okay. We did that. Okay, let's go first here. We are going to do the all-in method. Rate 99 coins. $94. We're gonna do 5 regular spins. Oh, jump. Oh. Help y'all. Huh? What do we get? Got a fucking 70% on one. Fun. Two. Like some ramen. There we go. I did that perfectly, y'all. I got the 100 achievement. I spent 100 no, I spent 100. I rolled 100 times. Dude. I think there was locked. I think this part was locked. Okay, well, first and foremost, let's go to the headmaster's room. I think this is a great place to start off here. Master. This is my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, I'm gonna just...
Come on, not possible. Such ignorance.
remember this moment. Okay. Well, you came to the right place this time. You'd like to see something interesting? Sure. See something interesting. Take a look at this. It was at the top of that pathetically desk. Student registry? Contains profiles of all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class 78. That must be where Kyoko got this page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt about it. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. Must have been how Kyoko learned about this. But it seems Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? But when she stole it. The uneven tearing, way the paper has been crumpled, must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? That's you. She was in so much of a hurry she only got the first page. Correct, Mukuro's profile actually contained 2 pages.
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information was it? Why don't you ask? Why do you ask me if you could explain, little thing? You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us an interesting clue. Half listened to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappears suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach, known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. A bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she has gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I would want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. If I decide she's a danger to the students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro is part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there's any doubt about that now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. The Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was?
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
Lost in thoughts, but I should probably point another thing within that file that you should know. What is it? You notice the picture in there you've never seen before. Who that girl is. Put in the file. 5'7", 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31. Well, what do you think? You're asking me like he has a nice body?
Stop
You
talking.
helpless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. What the fuck am I gonna do with 5'7", 97 pounds? Oh. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you think, oh, could that mean? What are you trying to say? Body isn't actually Mukuro, is that what he's saying? What I'm thinking seems all about impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm.
It's all clear now.
What do you want? That information is your business. Being his errand boy. One last thing. A bit of advice from me, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You shouldn't have. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Not that we get along, she just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
Cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you trying to say? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I will not be keeping that in mind, Makoto, if I'm going to be so honest with you. Okay. Let's first do this document on the floor. Okay. Oh. Okay, that just gives us a synopsis of what he was saying. Yeah. Then let's go to the data room. Ina, what's up?
Hey, Makoto.
You here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
cause, I
I
mean,
might explode, right? That really sucked, so you open it. Sure, she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like it was okay with me getting blown up. We got you, twin. Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Get underneath it. Go ahead. Anyway, here goes nothing. Okay, what's in here? There's no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was,
huh?
this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This device. It looks like some kind of control panel. Really over the top though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mecha cockpit, right? The film would probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit? The Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of car. Would that mean...
Okay.
Let's start poking at whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. It was jabbing at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? I think it came from the other room. What did you push? Not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button says data center. I saw a bunch of buttons, each written with the room next to it. There was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. Data center, right next door. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Got of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Thank you. Monokuma's gonna be in here. Is that Monokuma? That's fine. You good? Hey? Roar! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. You seriously gonna push it? Guess that settles it. The control panel inside. Let's go back inside.
Ah.
What the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
Huh?
What do you mean? You were controlling it just now as Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh.
What, for real? It looks like that panel controls Monokuma. which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. He's been controlling Monokuma. Okay. The control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the other monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Yeah, she was right.
But
Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here. They've been inside the school this whole time, right? Guess that would have to be true. That is true.
It's a very polarizing.
Okay, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. No, wait, right? Oh, Makoto, I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. I really hope it's not true. So like, wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste our time standing around here. Wanna get going? Yeah. Strange sound. What was that? Locked on its own. What? Right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just stopped moving.
In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
Right now, are you being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure that you were as thorough as you could have been? A certain suspicious hatch.
I tried. No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
The hatches can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. This room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace!
Go around. But
So,
you telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
huh?
And when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not all your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. We don't have to let it get to us. We just have to stay positive and make the most. You're right. There's one thing I'm good about. Keep my body moving.
Okay.
Gonna run around and tell everybody what we found. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
I'm out. See you later. Okay. Other one was locked. That one was... I don't remember. Obviously, we have to go back to where these are. There's probably going to be something here. Let's get the scary ass room out the way first. Here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. Like abnormally cold. A giant refrigerator. Cold. Are there these? A bunch of glowing blue light. The other side. Your machine built into. horror movies and stuff. A fridge for storing dead bodies. I mean, the biolab is actually a morgue? Bookers. Instruction manual. We offer eco-friendly alternatives to strand dry ice for all you cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provided an ozone generator to remove all the ethylene gas. Simply insert the cavador and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as long as a daisy for as long as you need. In this unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel. Okay. First and foremost, that tarp. No, fuck that tarp. Way. Some kind of weird machine or something built into. If more. Yeah, we know this. Two, 4, 6. He's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. Okay, we gotta look at these. No, I'm gonna say fuck that. I think we should like actually look inside though. All right, let's go to the scary room. Nothing. Damn. Okay. Go to the dojo then. Who's gonna be here? Soko, what's up? Oh, it's Soko. This is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting? You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought you maybe found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not a single clue. If that place was related to the case, it would have something right. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Soko.
What's your
You don't
problem?
have to tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? Ooh, junk. I thought someone was in the corner of my eye because of my hair. When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Yakia will. Yeah, I can disagree. I think I've always been looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? I don't think they're gonna. So maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay. Oh. There's nothing. Fuck, the body's gone. Gone. Mukuro's body. Not here? Like the chicken coop? Like the shed? Biolab? Yeah, this tarp was from the biolab. Violet? How did we not see that, y'all? Makoto. How Makoto pisses me off from time to time.
school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
That's on me, twin.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Uh-huh.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Give us a hint. Or is this a cover? Yasuhiro. Oh, hey, here. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto. Why do you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. On my way out. They say. Sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. What was he saying? Has he been hiding something the whole time? A big ass gym.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Are you ready for your final hit? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
Envelope. Ba-dum-boom, ba-dum.
Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you found inside. Don't worry, just get on with it.
Okay. Didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Okay. Let's see. Okay, who all do we got in here? We got Byakuya. We got Hina, Chihiro, Toko, Kyoko. Junko's face is covered by Taka. Sakura, Hifumi, Sayaka, Leon, Yasuhiro, Mukuro, Celeste, Mondo. Where are we? Oh, interesting. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Everyone who came to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. I do recognize her. That's right. I'm in Master. We looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? More than that, having everyone pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing the same matching uniforms. That's not necessarily true. Some of us are a little more lax, like Celeste, Junko, Leon, Sakura, Hifumi. The rest of everybody is in uniform. You know damn well Taka's like, y'all not in uniform. And now that I'm looking at it, not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. Probably would have taken that photo, but I guess that makes sense. Don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Celeste is for sure in uniform. What are you talking about? I guess. I went junior here with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else, when I arrived at Hope's Peak. Natural for me not to be in this picture, but definitely unnatural. Bro. Yes, Celeste is definitely in uniform. I'm tripping. thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. Y'all, I have so many notes for this final chapter. Like, y'all not even, like, knowing. I got this shit so figured out, y'all. This picture is real. They left out me. Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep this ramblings of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda in the way standing there, you know.
Hmm.
So, I mean, get out.
But
How
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery it would be if I gave you all the answers. That'd be totally out of left field.
damn it. Okay. Group photo. Okay. What's even more confusing? What are we about to see? Kyoko. Nope. Does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put it together, a fake photo just to confuse me? So real and so full of life. How could anyone fake that? No one but me. Ask everyone directly. That should clear it all up. I have to clear this all up. Hey, bro. First and foremost, we're not going to ask everyone right now. We are going our ass to the bio room and we are going, you know, you feel me? We're going to be searching in the bio room. You know, the makeshift morgue that you said, and we are like, oh yeah, let's walk away from there without doing nothing. And there was a user manual. What? What are we doing, Makoto? You're supposed to be smart, right? But I thought y'all. I'm tripping. His ass is. If he's smart, then I might be fucking Albert Einstein. One more time. First thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Toko? Okay. Is he gonna say it? Yeah, okay. She saw a dead body. We're about to... Toko, are you okay? No, it's genocide, Jack. Wow. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in place like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting... No, I wasn't. Oh, then
you
what?
reached that
How'd I bother?
certain
Why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was making up, and now I just... What are you to do, Miss Morse? Stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga, we share all the same basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like a double the memory. Or like half. Where my little darling? Tell me, or I'll slit your throat. No, Mr. Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
I'm on fire.
Okay, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he is right now. Got off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I just get you to sidejack anyway. Besides, I have more important things. Why did Tuck? One, let's take a little look-see. It's open. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
Kyoko. She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
Getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
Sorry if I made you worry. No need to apologize.
Listen.
about this room. It's a morgue. Oh yeah, it's
It would seem.
a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
expected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seeing what was in there. And well, there you have it. You knew she'd faint?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem.
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot here, and when she saw the dead body, and dropped like a bag of rocks. My hair is currently scaring the fuck out of me. When everything gotta be so difficult with her.
Anyway,
Anyway, we should close it up. I don't want to leave it hanging open like this. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body? Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is in the inside of the fridge.
I see.
Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind did it. Soon, we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So.
Maybe you're right. Either way, take a good look at the body.
Makoto.
I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. What do you want me to do?
So then.
Right over there. I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Okay. Remember that tarp. The bottom. Here. Okay. Uh-huh.
It would seem.
Is occupied. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? He's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? About the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
About the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Why not?
Because.
This point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment, and solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may offer. That's a good point. I can do the same thing, but what's done is done. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything. Is she? The mastermind forged that picture to confuse us? Gotta be it. There's no other explanation.
Whew.
I'm done. Oh, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. What'd you find?
Indeed.
Pay careful attention to the wound and the trace of blood. It seemed highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Huh? What? What happened? Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but completely confined it in my findings. Neither of those were the fatal injury, right? What was the fatal injury? Unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Single time. These were several days old. File says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that it's old? Huh?
Because.
All the Monokuma files say they were inflicted at least several days ago. I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However.
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if their wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way she could have had anything to do with it.
So then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? Yoko,
at the very least,
certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? Yeah.
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining many possibilities.
In other words,
They envision the possibilities without prejudice, without bias, only using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test whether they find each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you keep that in mind for the future. Okay.
hey,
Yes, I would like to know. Was one thing. Was it our height and weight?
so
3120. Remembered all that? So then,
indeed,
absolutely numbers.
indeed.
Mukuro.
And
Yeah, I think so.
so then,
No further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly. Not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? She was our enemy once? A part of ultimate despair? But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. There we go.
so then,
All we can here for now. Right to our separate investigation, yeah? Hold on. One more thing. What about the pocketbook? Twin, I have to ask you about a little something. Hey, Kyoko. Did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I should ask.
what?
How with it? Really not seen your dad once since you got out here?
What? So
What do you mean? Well, you know those lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
indeed.
I do, yes. Handbook on whoever it belongs to. Actually, I managed to use them using the emergency handbook.
I see. And
Found a pocketbook. Looking through it, I think it might be your pocket.
why is that? Because
Get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. We only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. Was something written inside? Written about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
That mean the video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is starting to finally fit together. The real cohesive picture. Though I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? Those lockers right now. Oh, let me give you the headmaster.
so
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this. I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. It seems that it's my locker. Yeah.
Makoto,
You watch this, it all makes sense. Urgent interview.
so
Hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have any time to explain exactly what I think of what it means. So just watch it for yourself. Okay. I got you, twin. You found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. Okay.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. You have a second to listen to me ramble. We've been rambling this whole
in
chapter.
other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. I am less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. Talking about your dad. Never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However,
There's one thing I'm sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. Excuse me, my fault, I didn't mean. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
Why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know that he suffered? Ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
Whew.
Well, that's enough of my rambling. Still too much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whatever the truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if it's the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up on hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. Pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. AV room. I bet. We gotta go to the AV room. Oh my gosh. Why did my keyboard make that sound? Because I moved it. Fix that. None of y'all predicted that play. Alright, let me see if anybody's in here. I want to see if I can find any before. Maybe someone's in. Oh, Hero. Hey, Hero. Makoto. What's going on with you? Ever since I see you, you freak out like that. No way. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Ooh. Yeah. Why? I guess the thing that he got, kind of paints it as we're. What happens if it's like each a group photo that we're supposed to get, and it just doesn't have them in it, but it has all of us? You picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. Can't go to the data room no more. Nobody's in there. There. Okay. Weird, I did that. I forgot you can press Q and E to do this. I don't like that. Box is still here? Nobody took this box? I feel like all of a sudden an image appeared. Sayaka? Took me by a total surprise. I'm sorry, I can't sing. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
And positioned on one side of the screen. Middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't make a single.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. so please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Accept?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Okay. For the video cut. So now. Wanted to get out of it. Escape and pursue her dreams with her friends. So bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here? Who's this before? Huh? What I saw was me. Possibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Oh, John? Seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, in the I here now, no memory of it. No memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes. This can't be real. I said, yeah.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Okay.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Okay. Video cut. The others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in the school forever. Yoka. Or just as clearly, he had met him. Huh? Wasn't playing. The hell just happened?
Say what?
Looks like it's broke. Out of service.
It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now then, when does it matter? Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That is what failure is, right?
You fucking twat. My ass, you got the power on purpose. Be more of the same.
That's right.
When I woke up, preparation with myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Memory was gone. Forgotten why I came to the school. I remember what my ultimate.
Hey,
We read that earlier on. A convenient outcome. That's something that seemed obvious work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
okay. Kinda hoping that message was longer.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Hey, we know where. Again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Listening to some fucking Linkin Park over here, Makoto? It's on the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Sure, they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuya. Byakuya? They arrived one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. Ina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
I'm late!
I'm on
The strong and
fire.
silent Byakuya is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My
With my
beautiful
sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge the shit out of the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it could be a boy or a girl or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I?
Whew.
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our glooming ghost faces, I see.
Well now.
Let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
The final class trial is going to be Laz in a pitch black despair, climaxum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Not with all the slander. I'm a bear in a good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Me too, twin. Fuck. Hey, Marakuma. Yeah, hell yeah, twin. I'm feeling quite white myself. And
I'll make sure everyone knows, watching at home knows, that despair is mightier than hope.
Stop talking.
enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already.
Sure. Let the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away.
Why would we? I think I know who it is. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. Okay. Hina looked pissed off. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, tell us about it soon. At the class trial. Right. I'm ready.
so
Ready to win, right? Hell yeah, twin. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Towards the opening. Step after step, the gaping maw. I'd resolve that this would be the last time. I repeated myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed my anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. I thought I clicked. Hold up. I might have a W. Y'all gonna peep. That's gonna be a fire ass thing. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper I felt. It fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator's door to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is our final trial site.
What do you think? It's just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate.
Yoo-hoo!
The final boss battle! And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Let's
kills!
begin!
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Yeah, I know. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, but Spectacular B-Boy, we wanted you to finish it today. But no, the trial will be its own thing. Ooh, not my fault. Oh, no. I almost broke my mic. But I shall see you all.